Hello and welcome to Digging the Course 365. Right, I'm right opposite Julie's house. Oh yes. And I just said there's this massive tree. What kind of tree is it? Do you know?
An oak tree.
An oak tree. Oh yeah, obviously. I didn't look at the leaves. There's a big oak tree. I've been sat here with Martin. It's been a very sunny day. Martin's come home from work. We've had a couple of drinks and I said, I'll tell you what, there's going to be things around that tree. It's very old. First signal. Look at that. That is a very old buckle. I'm saying very old. It's definitely, I would say about 1900 would be my guess. What an amazing first find. Let's go find some proper gold now. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I am excited.
I didn't find anything else there, apart from part of a car. It's the next day now. And I'm coming into the woods. There's a little spot I'm trying to get to, 0.5 mile away. That's half a mile to you thick people. I'm interested. I just want to know what it is, why it's there, and if it's got gold in it. It's a bit breezy today. I've not brought my big camera, just my phone. I'm hoping it won't pick up on the phone. I've got my hands cradled around it to try and stop the wind. It's a beautiful day, it really is. I've just done around this area. One signal, a bit of tin foil, that was it. So I'm going to go deeper in and let's find some gold. Oh yes, 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 yes. Gold today. What are you looking for? The fastest caterpillar in the world. Oh yes. Go on, lad. In the prime of his life. Go on, you can do it. You can do it. Go on. Go on. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want? What do you want? Just tell me what you want and I'll give you it. Just for being so cool. Yep, okay, you come up here. Come up here, let's have a word. Whisper in me ear. Damn, I love you. Look at that! Look at that! Oh, I do love caterpillars. They're like dogs, but smaller and with more legs and much smaller legs. But you've got to love them. So this is my second signal of the day, and it's a coin. But I'm not sure what it is. I think it's just a 1p piece, but it's very far gone. Normally you'd be able to tell it's a 1p piece. I can't tell what that is. So it could be something else, not sure. I can see my flashes on at the moment. I'll turn that off for the next clip. So my next signal is another coin, and it's exciting. Because in the woods, you just don't know how old the coins are going to be. They could be really old. Now, it's not a new one, I can tell you that much. My guess is an old halfpenny. Ooh, I don't know. Let me just try and clean it up, because I want to know what that is exactly. I think it's an halfpenny. I thought I'd wear a t-shirt today to try and get some colour to my arms, and I'm regretting it already. I never thought about the... I did put some midgy stuff on, but I'm being bitten. I've been bitten twice now. Not by midges, by other things. Right, it is an old halfpenny. I just saw the woman sat down on a seat, and that looks like a King George or Edward. So, I don't know, 1910 to 1950, that's all I can really say. But that's a good sign. That's a really good sign. I don't think anyone's ever detected around here before. I'll be very surprised if they have, because it's not very accessible. I had to climb up a cliff to get here. This guy is a machine. I just flicked him off down here, yeah? That was about 5 minutes ago, no more than 5 minutes. You know where he is now? I put him there. He's not there. He's not there. He's right over here. Ugh. Look. Unbelievable. You have to be the fittest, hardest caterpillar in the world. I love you. Oh, look at him, look at him. Oh, God, I love you. By the way, something just sat on me there. See that red bit? Something was eating me. Now, it wasn't a mosquito and it wasn't a midgie. It was something I've never seen before. Very small. And it was chomping away, trying to eat me up. And I blew it. Didn't do anything, so I flicked it and it moved to over there. And it literally just looked back at me, smiled and flew off. And look what it's done to my arm. Can't trust anybody, can you? I always seem to find one of them in the woods. A shovel, a spade, a shovelly spade. I've just found a pickaxe. A big pickaxe, look at this. Look at that baby. Now, there's only two reasons anyone ever has a pickaxe. It's to look hard and to find gold. Either or both. So that's a good sign. There could be gold around here, or someone's trying to look hard. So that's the end of the metal detecting. Had a bit of a disaster whilst I was there. I had a bag, my green army bag, which I really liked. Someone from America sent me it a couple of years ago, and I used to always carry my detector in it. I left it on top of a rock, or I thought I did, and it had my digging tool in it, my Detechnix digging tool, I don't know, 30 to 50 quid, 2 cans of Stella beer, and I couldn't find my bag again, so I've lost that, which is a shame. Didn't find anything else with the detector. Went back and we're out the next day. Me and me Julie. And me and me Martin. You can't see him. Oh, let me zoom, there he is. And it's another day of sightseeing, so I'll add this on to the end of the detecting. First stop, this is really nice. We've just been coming past this river, and I said, you know what, this is one of my favourite rivers I've ever seen. It's beautiful. I'd love to go fishing in here. I'd love to metal detect in here. It's just really serene, quiet, beautiful. But then we've stopped a bit further up and there's this unbelievable sight. Look at this. It's just really, really stunning. You see down here, you've got big holes which the water have like made little whirlpools and eroded the rock away over the years. We've got one there, and there's a big one forming there. Like the water in there is stagnant by the look of it. But then you've got like waterfalls coming down. It's just beautiful. I just like that. And we're on the end of a bridge. And it's just started throwing it down. Oh, this is terrific. Honestly, the weather forecast for today was like the best weather ever for Scotland. Followed by thunderstorms at 2 o'clock. It's only 11:30 and it's throwing it down. You might be interested in this. I don't know if you have this all around the world, but we have a word in England called spitting. When it just starts to rain and you get drops coming down, it's spitting, okay? You might wonder where the word spitting comes from. I'm going to explain it to you. If you look down there, you can see like the little white bits on top of the water. When it starts to rain, fish let out a bit of saliva in the mouth and it rises to the top and it forms this, it's like a foam, but we call it spitting because it's coming out of, it's saliva coming out of the fish's mouth and settling on top of the water. Spitting. Yeah, I just made that up, I'll be honest with you. I was just trying to find something else to talk about apart from water, rocks and rain. Me Julie, what's the name of this river?
The River Orchy.
Orchy? How do you spell Orchy?
O-R-C-H-Y.
O-R-C-H-Y. And what's the name of this place?
Glen Orchy.
Glen Orchy. River Orchy in Glen Orchy. Fantastic. Get yourself here, honestly. There's camping spots. And I'd love to camp there, but not when it's raining. I was just looking over here and I thought it was Martin's camera bag. Can you see that behind me? On top of the bridge? Just there. And we were just about to go and I says, is that yours? He says, no, it's a memorial. So I've come over to have a look and it's quite sad really. In loving memory of Wayne Mulholland, tragically drowned 30th of April 2005, aged 25 years old. Poor guy died here. Beneath yon water lie hidden dangers, and someone's left some flowers. So tragic, you know, such a beautiful place, people come to have fun, and that poor guy's died at age 25. All his life ahead of him. We've just stopped to see some pigs. Julie's fascinated by wildlife, and she's seen some pigs and wanted to stop. In fact, we didn't even park, we just stopped the car in the middle of the road. Engine's still running.
Hello.
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 Oh, they're all coming. What do you want? What do you want? Oh.
Julie's giving them a cereal bar, which is quite a waste really, because I could eat a cereal bar myself at the moment, but never mind. Just stopped for a picture stop. I saw a lock and I says, oh, that looks nice. Not in an arty way, just in a nice way. I don't do art. I just thought it looked really nice, but it looked a lot better over there when we were driving past. My Julie pulled over half a mile away and says, well, you go take some pictures. And I thought, well, that's half a mile away now, over a bog. We've come here and it don't look anywhere near as good as it did over there. She's stopped in the wrong place. But hey, here's a few pictures of it for you anyway. So you might remember I told you Harry Potter's train burnt down a forest, a moorland, a big area of vast land from the coal falling off the steam train of the Harry Potter train. Here it is. There it is. Shame on you, Harry Potter. So in protest against Harry Potter's steam train, against the producers, against that train in general, the steam train which set fire to this landscape and destroyed miles and miles and miles of Scotland's beautiful countryside, everybody boycotts Harry Potter films for a month. Yeah, let's all do that. Not the first one, because the first one were really good. Just boycott all the other ones because they're rubbish. Wildlife stop. Yeah, we found a white horse. We're looking for deer, to be honest with you, but we can't find them. We found a horse, very loving horse, came running over. Yeah, don't know what to do with me now, because I'm not the one with the cereal bar. Beautiful eyelashes, you look like something off the Muppet Show, don't you? Very rare, these things. You won't see these around the rest of the world. It's not a horse, it's a norse. A norse. You don't see norses in very many places. Beautiful norse. So we've made another stop. Now, I'm just taking the word of my Julie and my Martin. We've stopped here because of Harry Potter again. Harry Potter, right? Apparently, he were on a dragon, right? Now, that's where I think the story falls down. I don't believe that bit. I don't think anyone's ever been on a dragon, apart from that really nice girl on Game of Thrones. And Puff the Magic Dragon. I don't think there's any other dragons there is. What do you call a ginger guy? Ron Weasley. Ron Weasley was up there on a dragon with Harry Potter. They fell off, fell in lake, and everyone died, or something like that. They might have lived. I don't know. I don't know the story. I've never seen it. I don't know which Harry Potter it's in. I'm not that interested, but it was there. So in the Harry Potter film, that is the view you see, and that's where they splash down. If I can find the clip, I'll show it now. If I can't, just take my word for it and watch all 26 Harry Potters, and you might find a little bit where there's a dragon, Harry Potter and some weedy kid or something who's ginger. I don't know. This part, we're just passing through, so I thought we had to throw this in for you. This is Glencoe. This is where they filmed Skyfall. You know, James Bond with Daniel Craig, and Judi Dench played M. M and James Bond met here, had a big meeting. I have no idea what they said. Neither does Martin, because he's not seen the film. I've not seen it yet, because I'm only up to James Bond 4. But it was here. Somewhere around here. I don't know if it was there or there or there. I don't know. But yeah. James Bond was here. And Harry Potter was just up there. Honestly, I'm taking you to all the stars spots today. And I'm another one. You know, next person who comes along, he'll be saying James Bond was here, Harry Potter was up there, and Deep Digger Dan was at both. So now we're at the King's House Hotel. We've been looking for deer and trying to feed them. Julie's had no luck. Well, to be honest, me and Martin haven't been looking for deer to feed them. Julie has. But apparently, if you can't find any in the wild which are willing to come up to you, this is the place to come, because they're all over and they just love you to come and feed them. So Julie's got cereal bars. She's well ahead. She's over there. Deer are just in front of her. Let's catch up and see some deer. Hello. Oh. Hello, beautiful. Not that beautiful, really. These are pretty scruffy ones. Ugh, that's like animals interbreeding. Ugh, no, that ain't right. That is right.
Beautiful.
So I've never done this before, I've never fed a deer by hand. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to feed this one at the back who hasn't had any yet. Come on. Here. Oh, have you got a piece? Do you want another piece? Come on then. It's okay, that's just a camera. You don't have to be scared of my camera. Yeah. Was that nice? All gone. All gone. Yeah. I just got near a deer and it just ate out of my hand. Can I have a stroke? Now that annoys me. That annoys me. You know, when I came with a bit of cereal, it were all over me. Now I go for a stroke, it's running away and looking at me like that. That's just plain ignorant. Look, they're all off after Julie because she's got cereal back. They don't give a toss about her. They're not loving. No, I don't like them. They always run away. Even when you put a spotlight on them in a road, you know, to let them know you want to go and stroke them and see them, they run away. Sometimes they run in front of the spotlight, which is a bit stupid. So that, my friends, is how to feed a deer by hand. Nice looking animals, but they've got an attitude problem if you ask me. Anyway, let's move on. I've just stopped at this pine tree. I don't normally do pine trees or wildlife or naturey stuff really. But I couldn't help notice these pine cones, look. I've never seen a pine... Oh my God. Okay, something far more interesting down there. I'll come to that. But yeah, I've never seen pine cones in the very early stages. And there's millions of them on this tree. Anyway, something far more exciting has just happened down there. And he's going to jump away, I'm sure, as soon as I get near him. A little frog. Can you see him? Nope, he's gone. He's gone. So for all you Americans who love to shoot deer and you find it hard to shoot one, come here. The King House Hotel. You can get them touching you. You don't even need a rifle. Just bring like a 9mm, bang, in the head. Deer, venison, whatever you call it, for tea for a week. What's wrong with you?
You're walking home.
So we've been driving around for the last 40 miles with a flat tyre, but Julie's been so excited about seeing deer she didn't even notice. She just asked Martin to go get the car and bring it round, so he's gone to the car, noticed it's had a flat tyre for the last 4 days. Come round here and now he's pumping it up because as a man, us men are always prepared. We have a pump, we even have a spare tyre if needed, but we still got a woman driver. A slight little tip, if you get a flat tyre, don't expect me to pump the tyre up because I'll just break it. We've been taking it in turns, yeah, doing the pumpy thing with your foot. I did about 6 pumps and I broke it. That flappy bit came off. I actually found out what the problem is. If you look down here, you've got like that's actually metal. Bits of metal coming out. It's completely worn down. Martin doesn't drive this car. That's like Julie type stuff. So yeah, this is gone. That's no good. Have we got a spare? That's the important thing. There was an Englishman, a Scotsman and an Irish woman sat next to the road with a flat tyre. Yeah, there should be a punchline here. Punchline, puncture, puncture. That's the punchline. If you don't know how to change a tyre, I'm going to show you now in a professional manner. You take off the back bit, and underneath, if you look closely, you've got... Oh man, it's a tyre. It's got another tyre. This car, it's got another tyre in the car. Why would you have another tyre? You could put all sorts in there. What a waste of storage space. A space saver tyre. Oh, it's wrong colour though. That ain't gonna match the other tyres. Oh, we're gonna look stupid. We're gonna look stupid going past with that colour and like silver. 3 silver and a beige. How embarrassing! you want me to do anything, Martin?
No, sorry.
No? Okay. If you get stuck, you know where I am. So Martin's told me to chock the front wheel. Ooh, I think that's what he's talking about, so it doesn't run away, it doesn't float away, whatever they do. What are you doing? It's chocked. I just chocked it. That's no better than mine. Size isn't everything, you know. What do women know about cars? You're the one who broke it in the first place. So there we are. Release the jacks. Let's get rid of the chuckies. In fact, the chucky's stuck under the tyre. That one's Julie's chucky. Right. You see, the car still isn't moving, so it just goes to show it was nothing to do with Julie's chucky, it was my chucky. Get rid of them. That one were a waste of time and effort. That did the job. Deep Digger Dan's chucky. Ready to go. Oh yes. I've never been as embarrassed in my life. Look at that. Ugh, I've got to drive around in that. And the funny thing is, everyone's going to be staring at that tyre. Guess who's the one sat next to the tyre? Me. I'm in that seat. Everyone's going to be looking at the tyre, looking at me and laughing. While they're sat over good tyres and everyone's looking at them thinking they're cool. So we couldn't come to this area without me telling you the story of the massacre at Glencoe. It's one of the biggest stories in Scottish history. It's massive. William III was the King of Great Britain, okay? And he said to all the Scottish clans, right, you have to sign an allegiance to the King. And they all did. They all signed on a piece of paper, sent it in. They had until January the 1st, 1692 to sign it, and then they were all right. One clan were a bit late. That was the MacDonalds. The MacDonalds went to sign this pretty close to the deadline, thinking, you know, we're all right, we've got till 1st of January. They went to where they thought they were meant to sign it, and they got there, and they said, no, you've come to the wrong place. You have to go to this other place. And he says, well, I've got to sign it by 1st of January. He says, well, that ain't our problem. You should have set off earlier. Get a move on and make your way there. So he started running. He tried to get there. He was 6 days late in signing it. In the meantime, it was like a day before you signed the treaty. The King thought, he looked through the list. Yeah, the clan Campbells have signed. The clan MacLeans have signed. They've all signed. There's one clan which hasn't signed. The MacDonalds. So he asked these regimental people and the Campbells, yes, the Campbells, he asked the Campbells to go to the MacDonald stronghold and just hang around there for a bit. So the Campbells go to the MacDonalds, which is here. There was a house, they're not sure where it is, the Campbells stayed here. They pretty much ruled all this part, their clan. But there was a certain part just around here which they've never found. The Campbells turn up and say to the MacDonalds, can we just stay here for a bit? They says, yeah, of course you can. So the young around here, they're all getting on, having a good laugh, flirting with each other. You know, the MacDonald ladies and the Campbell men were all eyeing each other up. Everything's going great. Anyway, they all thought that the MacDonald guy had gone and signed this treaty and everything were fine. But the fact is, he hadn't got there. So King William III said to the Campbells, right, attack them, kill them all. Anyone under 70 years old, just kill them. I want rid of them. Now, the Campbells, because they'd been living with these MacDonalds for a week, they'd got on with them and they didn't want to kill them. You know, the story leads us to believe that the Campbells were really nasty and they just massacred all the MacDonalds. That ain't actually what happened. They didn't want to do it. So the die-hard soldiers who were strong in their belief with the king, they killed a few. I think they killed 36, well they did. They killed 36 MacDonalds. And they surrounded the place and let off some gunshots to let them know that they're trying to massacre them, but they were trying to let them live, really. And what the MacDonalds did is they went through this glen here, which is the Lost Valley, and escaped because the clan Stuarts are at the other side, and they were actually friends with the Stuarts, with the MacDonalds. And the Campbells let them escape so that they didn't have to murder them.
So, in Scottish history, it goes down as the Campbells were really nasty and massacred all the MacDonalds, but the fact is, they tried to let them live, and they let most of them escape through there. That's the end of the story. But where the MacDonald house was, nobody knows. It's never been found. Could be anywhere around here. So think back to when I mentioned Fingal the Giant. Someone Finn McCool, the Irish giant who built the Giant's Causeway from Ireland to Scotland, and he came over and was going to have a big fight, etc, etc. You remember that story, yeah? Now, do you also remember we went up a big hill and there was a footprint there which was made by a giant who leapt from 1 kilometre away to there? That was Fingal's son, Ossian, who did that leap. So although Ossian's dad was Finn McCool, he was part stag because his mum had been sleeping around with loads of stags and animals and God knows what else. But this particular time she didn't sleep with a pig or anything like that. She slept with some dirty minging stag, which turned Ossian into part stag. Okay, that's a fact, that's true, that's a true story. And just up here is Ossian's cave. That's where Ossian lived when he grew up and he wasn't a baby. He lived in that cave up there and it looks fantastic. Martin, have you ever been in that cave? Because I know you love climbing.
Not yet.
Can you get up there?
You can, yeah.
Because if I was into Martin is obsessed with mountains and climbing. He just adores it. Honestly, most people go on the internet for other things when they want to get excited. He just looks up mountains. That's him sorted. Now, if I climbed mountains, Martin, that is the first place I'd want to go. I'd love to see inside. Have you seen pictures inside?
Yeah. It's not that great.
It's not that great?
It's not a great cave.
It looks good from here.
It looks good from here, yeah.
So yeah, the part stag minging kid, Ossian, who's a giant, lived in that cave, and his mum slept with animals and was married at the time as well, which was very illegal back then. You know, to be married and sleep with an animal, you just couldn't do it. Well, I hope you liked that one, guys, because I certainly enjoyed making it. That was actually yesterday. I've brought this one forward and put it before. You've still got about 7 from his trip from previously. I wanted to put this one in because it's like a half an hour long. It's got a bit of everything in, and it's a Sunday night. I like to put something special on a Sunday night if I can. So let's just go through the charity who's donated in the last 4 days. We've got Torbjorn, as usual. Thomas from Norway, Colin Tattersall, Ori Gunson, Paul Skinner, hello Amelia, aged 4, and a hello Kyle. Thank you very much. Calum Acer, Cogig Dubnus, Destriver Danny, Leon Wade, Aussie Steve, Torbjorn again, Kent Johansson, Mr. Timmocks, Caton Matt from Baldock, Mark Thomas, Rob Muck, Peter Gill, Ruds Murasame. So we're now up to £42,786. Thank you so much to you guys who have donated. But guys, this really is not good enough. I think I've had 1 donation in the last 48 hours. And it's very, what's the word? Very demoralising. You know, when I put a new video up and I'm just waiting for the donations to come in and nothing's coming in. That's what the trip's about. It's about raising money to give some wishes to some very poorly children. So I need your help. I need you to start donating again. All the links are in the description. Go to diggingthecoast.com and click donate. Give everything that you can, please. Let's help Rays of Sunshine. So that's it for this one. I'm moving on tomorrow. I'm leaving my Julie and my Martin. And I'm going camping. I'm going in the middle of nowhere. There'll be no internet, no shops, no nothing. It's just the wild part of Scotland, the top northwest. And it's literally just camping and metal detecting solidly. Very few sites. And I really don't know what to expect till I get there. But I'm looking forward to it. Just being out in the wild camping and having fun. So, in the meantime, you've still got about 7 videos to watch from previously. But until I do get back to some internet and being able to update you, all enjoy the videos I've put up, all have a good time, all be happy, and I'll see you all later on Digging the Coast 3, 6, 5,